Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for episode 66 of Boruto. So, we're getting back to our normal, one a week schedule. I hope you guys enjoyed last week where I did a triple drop, which wasn't intentional mainly because of my own stupidity, but I explained in that video, so I won't re-explain. Anyways, so, this episode, I'm thinking Aftermath stuff would be my assumption because we defeated the big bad, right? Who ate the fat one. So I don't know their names. And then there was the fishhook guy who doesn't seem as strong as the big bad, so I feel like it'd be pretty anticlimactic if we fought him now. It'd feel weird, you know? So I think he's gonna be the one to run home to wherever they're from and tell them, whatever planet or dimension or, however all of that works. And he's going to be the one to deliver the message that, the other two were killed, these people are stronger than we thought or something, But we had a little bit of development with Boruto's eye, but I'm not sure where it's going to go because I don't think anybody saw it still, so people still might not believe it, so it might still just be something in the background until he can figure out how to bring it out and show people, like, manually, I'm really looking forward to that eye stuff, though. So my assumption is we're gonna get back to the village, and they're gonna basically just talk about what just happened and everything, so yeah, I'm really looking forward to a world where Boruto is a bit different now, I don't know if it will be like a 100% sudden change like it felt like that in the other episodes, but I could also still see like a little bit of lingering like bratty personality for a little bit while he works through everything, Because obviously changing like this is essentially a big personality shift for him in a way, and I wouldn't be surprised if that happened over multiple episodes rather than just, one episode and suddenly he's way different, But, anyways. Either way, I'm looking forward to seeing this, like, new side of Boruto being shown a bit more. And basically his redemption arc that's coming. Yeah. So, without further ado, I'm looking forward to see what happens, and even if it's Aftermath stuff, I tend to like Aftermath stuff when everyone gets to hear about what happened and stuff, so yeah. Anyways, let's just jump right into it, shall we? Alrighty, so for you full-lengthers, we are going to start the episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. TV Tokyo. Adjust my seat like I always do. Yes, they're coming back, right? Yeah, look at the squad. Oh, look at his arm. Oh, Hinata. Aww. That's so heartwarming. Hmm. Interesting that he's more focused on Boruto rather than his dad coming back alive. Cancellation of the tunings, okay. I don't know if I agree with that, but okay. So much paperwork. Aw. His arm's wrapped like his dad is now. Is that the same arm? I think it's the opposite, right? I can't remember which one Naruto has wrapped. Nice. I really like that symbolism for the cut on his jacket. You can see that now, which is basically like, he used to like his clothes perfect. He probably would have got a new jacket before all this, but now he wants to keep it. Battle scars. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. And I've been told intros and outros for now are safe. I don't know if that means all the way up to current content or just until the next arc starts. But I'll be watching them for now, I guess. Oh. Oh, I like this intro song. I probably said this in like every video. Now that I get to watch the visuals with it, like I saw watch the intro before, but my story, interesting. Yeah, apologizing for cheating. Wait, did he ever use that against that dude that was just talking crap? He doesn't really have much of a right to talk. It's really Shinky. Ooh, what's she gonna say? Hmm. Yeah, he's gonna make it right. I agree with Boruto on that one. Yep, I mean, at least they're smart. They're not like, oh yeah, we did it, we won. Yeah, it's not done yet. Hmm. Already leaving. Okay. Yeah, so they're gonna do something like Naruto, where they promote some people they felt were worthy, I guess. Wait, what? Well, they need to explain that. Huh. Oh, nice. He's like, yes, that's right, I am the Hokage. Hmm. Oh, okay. Yeah, trying to enter his sage mode, and that's when he got hit. Speaking of, I wonder if he's gonna show up. Ooh. We gonna get an apology? Boruto and Shikadai? They haven't got to really talk yet. Nice, back on top of the train. Did they like? Did they awkwardly walk there together? Like, I just imagine how they got from that building they were in to that train, and they're just like quietly not talking to each other, walking there, acting like they are now, but the whole way there, maybe they took different paths. Uh, okay. Boruto doesn't have his headband on. I wonder if that's like him. I wonder if that's him like realizing that he's not worthy of it yet until he like make amends. Good to see them being happy again though, together. Yeah. That Freaking Boruto. Yeah. Cool. That was a good conversation. Yeah. Good. I assumed that though. Uh oh. This. Okay, maybe it's not. Seemed a little ominous, but maybe not. Hmm. Hmm. I mean, to be honest, Boruto didn't really beat that guy himself either. He got like a crap ton of imbued chakra from Naruto, so. Yeah. Ooh. What's Sasuke gonna say before he leaves? Because he was training Boruto, so is that just over now, or? Ooh. Oh, so he's told him about it. What? Wait. Did Sasuke somehow see what happened there? Oh, I just realized he had his headband back on now. Nice. Okay. Cool. So he's gonna work on his, you know, the curving shurikens and, the Rasengan and stuff, I'm sure. Yeah. Nice. Oh, I'm so happy for Sarada. Nice. Oh. Orochimaru came! That's what I was wondering if it would happen. I was wondering who was in that shadow, but I should have known. Damn. Hmm. Just a clone, I guess. Ah, okay. Oh, they have Boruto on TV! I'm watching Boruto on a show! Inside a show! Yeah. Alright. Ooh. What is his answer now? Okay. Alright. So he's gonna be the Shikamaru, essentially, of Naruto. For Sarada, though. Yeah. Are they... So is Sarada starting to like Boruto or something? Didn't she say that before? Hmm. I reminded him of that. Damn. Wait. Is that mark on his hand something he put there? Like the whole, like the focal point for the chakra kind of thing that we saw before? Or is that something else? Interesting. Ah, oh, it's a cake for the both of them. He's testing it if it's a shadow clone. Nice. Aww, that's great. Hmm. He's washing his hands and that mark is still there, I think. Maybe. At least when he started washing his hands, it was still there. Uh-oh. Wait, where's he going? Oh, are they gonna race? Oh, they were playing games all night. Yeah. Oh. He went to the ninja run. Cool. Alright, so I get to watch this outro apparently, so that's cool. See what we got in store for us. All of our friends, Boruto throwing the giant Rasengan. What's that rock thing? Interesting. Hmm. Interesting. Hmm. I don't know if I'm supposed to look into this outro at all, but that was some interesting stuff. Hmm. That's a cool shot. Oh, squad shot of all the kids. Yeah. Wait, after credits? Hmm. Alright. So that is the end of episode 66. So, kind of a new beginning for us, right, guys? Like, Boruto's definitely changed. He apologized to, I assume everybody. We only saw him apologize to a few people. But we can assume that he apologized to a bunch of people, right? And I like how he started off the episode without his ninja headband on, and after he kind of like made amends, he put it back on. That's kind of like him. I think that was him kind of accepting himself back as a shinobi too after everything, which was pretty cool. Um, I really liked a lot of the scenes this episode with like Naruto and Boruto together, and kind of, Naruto managed to take some time off and went and, made another cake to try to, fix his mistakes as well. It was kind of like the episode of apologies and everything, and we had the ending bit where Boruto declared that he is, not gonna follow the path of his father. He doesn't want to be the Hokage, which is it's cool, obviously. We don't need another, you know, long running show like this that ends up with the main character constantly saying they want to be Hokage. Not that it bugged me with Naruto, but, it just shows that Boruto's his own person and wants to do his own thing. Talked about being Sarada's, like, right hand if she ends up being, Hokage, and she's gonna continue her dream, and I guess, like, Boruto's new confidence seemed to stir something up in Sarada a little bit. I don't know, she was blushing the whole time. I can't tell if they're trying to hint at some kind of, like, connection between them. Like, if she's starting to like him or whatever. It's hard to talk about, like, love and stuff when these kids are so young and everything. Like, obviously, I can't imagine, like, true love starting at this age, but, I guess it's possible. Anyways, regardless of that, I don't know if that's what they're hinting at, or if she's just like admiring the new Boruto. He's so much different from before and everything, and it just kind of captivated her for a second. And it might not be like romantic feelings at all or anything. Who knows? But I'm sure time will tell, maybe, or they'll just keep it very subtle forever. There's been other times where she was kind of like that too. Like, she talked about the blue eyes thing before. I think it was I want to say is the episode around when they were taking like the first Chunin exam test, where they ran through the woods and then they came out at the question where they had to stand over the pit. And it was like right before they went to go stand over the pit. I think she did some of that like blue eye like stuff too when she got flustered. I don't know. I can't remember exactly, but I guess that's just her getting nervous and rambling. But that triggered some memories of Boruto this episode, which was obviously that guy saying those blue eyes of yours will, be your downfall or whatever. And transitioning from that, we also had Sasuke talk about them being the only two to see what really happened. So, was Sasuke's Rinnegan able to pick up on whatever Boruto was seeing there in that conversation? Like, am I assuming that correctly? Maybe you guys can help me out there. Um, that's what it seemed like, and if that's the case, I'm very happy about that because that means there's someone else out there that understands what's going on with Boruto, which is fantastic. You know, even though Sasuke's leaving, so he's not going to be there to really like help him through it. We also don't even know if he's going to be able to like bring out the eye crap yet, like on purpose. So I'm hoping that maybe Sasuke will be the one to help him out with all that stuff once it becomes more prominent, maybe. But man, that's interesting. I really, really do hope that's what it meant and it wasn't talking about, like, something else that I wasn't cluing into, but I can't imagine what else he would have meant at that point there, so, yeah. The conversation between Shinky and, I guess the whole little group there, he was kind of like, I guess he was mainly talking to Gaara, but he seemed to, like, everyone else listened in and chimed in too. So he was basically saying, Boruto was supposed to be someone that was insignificant, but he stepped up and got the job done, which, like I said during the reaction, he kinda did, but at the same time, he got a lot of help from Naruto. Like, there's no way he would have made a giant Rasengan like that to be able to finish off the big baddie if it wasn't for Naruto throwing that in there. So maybe Shinky doesn't care about that fact, or maybe like all the details of the fight isn't known to everybody. So he just knows that Boruto went there, fought, and came back, and saved him. But I don't know. Either way, I liked that whole thing because it's showing that they could have like a possible like rivalry or friendship in the future. Where Shinky was just looking down on everybody, but now he's kind of looking up to Boruto a little bit, and that shows a little like slight change in his personality too. So that's interesting, and I found it hilarious when I think Konkoro is his name. He was just like, "Oh, and that disappointed you because you sat back passively doing nothing," and he just like glares at him. It was so funny. It was like perfect, but yeah. The birthday scene was just fantastic. I love wholesome stuff like that, and even when they came back from right at the beginning, when they came back through the portal and Hinata ran up and they were all like hugging and happy and everything, like that's the kind of stuff I love. And Sarada with her dad, like saying they're gonna go like train on our fireball jutsu and then go home for a nice dinner with Sakura and stuff. That's great too. I wonder if he heeded the words of Naruto, because he said he was gonna leave again, but I don't know, because he said he was gonna leave again, and I took that as he was gonna leave like right then. But he's staying for another like day or so while the data analyzes, so maybe that's what he meant. And Naruto is saying, why don't you stay longer than the few days? Or he could have heeded the words of Naruto and decided to stay a little longer, with the excuse of the data taking longer to analyze, and that's why he's staying. And that's, like I just said, an excuse to kind of get him to stay without saying, like, I just want to spend more time with my family, But that was great. So Boruto's going to continue to work on the basics. That's what we heard from Sasuke, but Sasuke won't be around to train him. So I wonder if he'll get a new mentor figure to train with while he's gone, or maybe we just won't see much training. Maybe he'll just work on it behind the scenes. I'd love to see him work on some good stuff, but I don't know what we're going to be jumping into next. We had that end credit scene with the fishing rod guy who, obviously knows that Toneri, whatever his name is, the moon dude, is looking at Boruto. And, I think he said, I missed, like, some of those lines. It was throwing me off. I was so distracted at the end there because I think the subtitles were off. But I think he said, like, crushing him would be sooner than better. It would be best to take preemptive measures now, he said. But then he said, or rather. Either way, I think it's going to be quite interesting. So yeah, I don't know. Like, they left that very open-ended, right? So they basically said, you know, I should go take care of Boruto right now. Or maybe I won't, you know? It's like, well, thanks for the info. I don't know why you were here at the end, but, you know, I guess it was just wrapping up his storyline too, because he just kind of ran away. So we got to see a little bit more from him to know, like, what he's thinking, so, you know. Who knows when he's gonna attack, or if he's gonna go back and get reinforcements first, or what, but I don't know. He's pretty confident. He doesn't seem strong enough to take on the Leaf Village Shinobi right now. So I don't know why he's acting so confident, unless he's gonna go get help or something, or he has more power that he was kind of hiding before. Like, because he's been kind of like that lackey mode to the other guy, the main baddie that we fought last episode. So I don't know if he's another one of those, like, Guardian side families, kind of like the big fat dude that got ate. I don't know if that was, like, supposed to be what he was gonna do. Like, if he is one of those side families, I wonder if he is gonna get in trouble if he goes home empty-handed. Because he could have fed himself to the big baddie to win too, but maybe he didn't want to die or something, you know? I don't know. That's just, like, one of my thoughts. You know, or he's someone more important, we just assumed he's a lackey, and he's gonna be, you know, one of the main family maybe, and a lot stronger than we've been shown, but even if he's not strong enough to take on the shinobi, he very well could just ambush Boruto, right? Like, if he made, like, an assassination attempt sort of thing on Boruto, that might be something that we'd see, and he'd just run away when people that he can't handle show up. But also, one thing I really want to talk about, I almost forgot. I hate when I forget important details. Like, I feel like there's always something in the episode that I'm like, I gotta remember to talk about this at the end, and then I don't remember. And this is why, like, I kind of want to take notes, but I'm scared I'm gonna miss subtitles if I stop to write something down, you know? But the mark on Boruto's hand, is that... So, I was thinking it might be something where, like, I forget if we've seen it in this show, but back in Naruto, when Jiraiya was teaching Naruto the Rasengan, he would put a mark on the palm of his hand so he knew where to focus his chakra at. And so, I don't know if that's what that's supposed to be, if that just shows that Boruto is training. But, on the flip side, my other thought is, in the very first episode, we had Boruto, I think, activate his eye, like the future Boruto that we saw. He activated his eye thing, I think, and tattoos went, like, all up on his shoulder and stuff, and I don't know if it went all the way down to his hand. I can't remember. But if it did, I'm wondering if it's the opposite of what I'm thinking, and it's not coming from the eye, but the mark on his hand. Maybe he activates his hand, or his eye, and the tattoo starts to spread a little bit. And that might show, like, a progression of power kind of thing. Like, once he starts learning the eye stuff, maybe the mark on his hand will grow a little bit. And then as he gets stronger, as the story progresses, it'll grow more and more, and give him, like, more and more power. And it'll almost be like the Nine-Tails cloak that Naruto used to have, where every time, like, a new tail popped out, he was, like, that much stronger. We might see some, like, crazy stuff where where Boruto's really pushing himself, and, like, all of a sudden the tattoo spreads and he gets, like, way stronger, and it's like, oh, badass. Like, I think that would be pretty cool. That's just a theory, though, you know? I like that theory a lot more than just, like, a focal point for his training, but I have no idea. I might be looking way more into it, or might be looking into it just enough. But I guess we'll find out if that mark persists through multiple episodes. Then I'll assume it's not just from training, and it's something new that has you know more progression from his secret power, his hidden destiny, and stuff like that. So I don't know. I'm very interested to learn what is going on with that eye stuff. I can't wait to start training it and seeing stuff like that, because like that was one of the most badass parts of Naruto, right? Was whenever he got access to a little bit of tailed beast chakra, and you see like the red chakra come out and be like all badass, and Naruto would just get like so much faster, and even though he was like a wild animal, it was still like so badass to see. And I don't need something exactly like that, but it would be cool to see our protagonist, now that he's kind of taken on this new side of himself, this new personality. Now I'm hoping to see him get stronger. He's gotten over the cheating thing. He's apologized to everyone. He's figured out his own path, his own ninja way and everything. And now I want to see this boy get strong, right? I want to see some shonen protagonist power like be displayed. So I'm hoping we get some of that within like the next couple arcs or something. At least a little hint of what the future could have in store for Boruto here. But yeah. Let me skim the episode real fast just to see if I missed anything really. Oh yeah, I mentioned it during the intro. I probably kept it in the reaction when I edited it, but in case I didn't, I really liked the where Boruto kept his jacket with the cut on it. It was stitched up, but it's showing like some wear and tear with his work, right? It's the exact thing that Naruto and Sasuke talked about, where his clothes were too clean, It's that exact thing. Like, he's starting to appreciate the battle scars and stuff like that, even in his clothing, that show how much work he's put into training and everything. And that's going to be a cool thing, going forward. And yeah, he's just apologizing to people. They're talking about them possibly attacking again, which is, pretty obvious. Okay, yeah, so I think the last thing I'm probably gonna talk about is, I guess I could talk about that too. I guess the first thing I'll mention is, with the whole conversation between Shikadai and Boruto. So, I kind of feel like they got over it a little too quickly, Shikadai. He was like, Boruto didn't even really have to say anything, but they are friends, and I'm sure he's been thinking about it, and they implied that it's been like a bit, right? Because I don't know how long it's been since the attack and all that happened and everything, but it ended up being that he said he would make room for Boruto to talk, and then he got busy and dodged him and stuff like that, and Shikadai was apologizing for that. Shikadai probably had a bunch of time to think about it, so I gotta keep that in mind. Like, for me, it was just, a couple episodes ago, but for them, it was more than that, so I guess that's fine. But he did get over it very easily, pretty much before Boruto even apologized. He was, pretty much seemed like he was over it, but it's kind of cool because Boruto, does regret what he does, and I think Shikadai really sees that, and still wants them to be friends and everything. So that's cool. I like the conversation they had on the roof about them, taking separate paths from their parents and kind of doing their own thing and, wanting to become stronger, which is something that... So we saw Shikamaru back in the day on old Naruto. He wasn't very motivated at around Shikadai's age, But Shikadai seems a lot more motivated. You know, we had a lot more of Shikamaru being like, this is a drag, you know? It's such a drag and stuff. But obviously, Shikamaru was always smart and things were boring for him, and I understand that aspect of it. And Shikadai is smart, but might not be as much of a genius as Shikamaru. It's kind of hard to tell. We've seen Shikadai be very clever, but I just don't know if it's at the same level as Shikamaru yet. So, even that being said, it's cool that we have Shikadai being, you know, someone who already wants to become stronger and everything. And I think Shikamaru eventually got like that, especially after the mission that he led, where a bunch of his friends got hurt, like near death, you know, like Choji took like that red pill and did all that stuff and almost died, and Neji almost died, and Kiba was pretty hurt and everything. So I think after that is really when Shikamaru wanted to get stronger, but I don't know if he ever really said it. He said he wanted to be a leader that would, you know, make it so his friends don't get hurt like that again after the talking to with his dad. But I don't know if he ever explicitly said like he wanted to get stronger than other people, you know. So it's cool. It's a different path, and I appreciate that. So that is something that I enjoy. You know, with these characters, not just being carbon copies of what the old show gave us. Anyway, moving on to the last thing I want to talk about is the conversation between Orochimaru and Mitsuki. So they had Orochimaru in the shadows, which is a very cliche way of like trying to make him seem evil still. And I can't tell whether, you know, Orochimaru is gonna be an arc in the future of something evil that he's doing, or if he's, you know, relatively good now. I have no idea. I feel like it's a red herring that we're not supposed to look too deep into, but I just felt like I had to mention that I did notice, like, the symbolism of, like, Mitsuki, like, out in the moonlight, and then Orochimaru still hidden in the shadows and stuff. But he was saying that Mitsuki's power is something that people wouldn't understand because it's like so strong. So does Mitsuki have the potential to be stronger than like I wonder what his potential is and why people wouldn't understand it. When there's someone like Naruto in this world who is insanely strong. They say like the strongest shinobi of his generation, and he might still be the strongest shinobi. I don't know. You know, I guess you might say he's tied with Sasuke, I don't know. But I don't know like where all that standing takes place, but when that kind of thing exists, why would it be so unbelievable and like something you can't understand the power that Mitsuki holds? So maybe there's more to it. Maybe it'll like be something that does end up surpassing Naruto. I can't imagine that Mitsuki would surpass Boruto's power just based off the fact that Mitsuki's a side main character and Boruto is like the main focal point of the story. It'd be weird if, you know, Mitsuki was just this overwhelming power and then there was just Boruto, you know? So I imagine, like, Boruto's eye thing is carrying him above, you know, Mitsuki, but maybe, like, in the future of this show, Boruto's gonna be at, like, the top of the shinobi world, and then Mitsuki's gonna be a little bit under him, and then, you know, Naruto's level is gonna be a little bit below that, and that's why, like, his power is something that you can't understand or something. I don't know. I feel like we're probably gonna learn more, you know, because all we know is that he has like the Sage Mode power, right? Which is also something that Naruto has, and people are fine with it, and like they don't like not understand it. So I don't know. If there's something we've already seen for me to like to explain this, then let me know. But if it's something that I haven't seen yet, don't spoil it. Let the show tell me, you know? But, I don't know. That's just, like, one of the thoughts that I've had since that part, so... yeah. But... it's cool that Orochimaru did show up, though, because I thought about that. I was like, is he gonna care enough to come and everything? But he kinda did it to scold him a bit, but at the end when he said like the make sure you come home once in a while so I see how much you've grown, it does show that it seems like Orochimaru does care about, you know, a little more than himself nowadays, you know. But that's cool. Anyways, guys, I think that pretty much sums up everything I got to say about this episode. Hopefully I didn't forget any parts that I really wanted to talk about. I think I covered just about all of it though, but yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, you can hit that subscribe button if you have not already. If you have hit that subscribe button already, I very much appreciate it. You guys can also check out the description where I have links to my Patreon, and from there you can get access, by supporting me, you can get access to full-length episodes where you can watch the full episode with me, and also early access so you can get episodes ahead of time and stuff like that. So plus it helps me in what I'm doing, and you know, obviously I'd love to do more of these videos, more of these shows, and more of everything for you guys eventually if at all possible. So yeah, it all supports me in that stuff. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.